Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy week. Val Alino here. One more segment of Monday morning coffee with Val. I'm loving these segments as we come along every week to motivate you, inspire you. There is my guest of honor, Yaya from Soul Tribe Heals, so I will have her join, and Surya from Czech Republic, and Gato from South Africa, and Jacob, bueno, Jacob en inglés, ¿verdad? Who is my nephew and godson all the way from Spain, and we got my brother from Mexico. Oh my God, and he's in the beach, he says. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Yaya. Oh, wait, Yaya, where are you? Yaya, I need you to request to come in, not just wave. There's a button there that you can request to come in, because today's live is, well, like, to be honest, every Monday, sometimes I have a special guest. Sometimes it's just myself channeling some information towards you. But I definitely, let's see, want to go live with Soul Tribe. Is so special like any other Monday, but we have lived so many beautiful things next to Yaya, and I just thought, let me bring her in. There she is, my sweet love, Yaya sister. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you, so happy to be here and to meet all your wonderful guests. Thank you so much. How are you? How you doing?
Doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for your greetings. It's always a joy to have you. We have many people from so many different parts of the world, and a lot of our followers actually watch this after it's shot live. And you know how this is, my love. Whoever needs to see it will see it. Whoever ignites, gets inspired, will share this. And we appreciate everybody that is here. Like Gada says, she's in South Africa. She's going to watch that later. And everybody that has joined, we wish we could, be greeting, but we really want to get to the essence of this, because our stories and what we have to share today with our followers is nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Nothing but beautiful moments of spirituality, connection, and oneness that can happen to everybody who is watching. This doesn't just happen to Yaya and Val.
No.
It really is an opportunity to expand this knowledge and wisdom and vibration so people can live the magic of living, right?
Yes.
It's the magic of living, right, Yaya?
Yes.
So before we get into the essence of today, I do want everyone to know who Yaya is. What do you do? Who are you? Why are you even here, baby?
Thank you, Ben. Thank you again, Val. I'm so grateful. Greetings, everyone. My name is Sister Yaya. I am the co-founder of a marvelous experiential company called Soul Tribe Heals. We specialize in Caribbean Cromanti healing, which is a spiritual system of the Maroons of Jamaica, the Caribbean. It's that type of healing. I've learned this, or I grew up in this tradition of healing since I knew myself, about 4 years old. And so I share wisdom of my ancestors of healing, regeneration, of strengthening, of whatever type of healing that's needed with the world. So our website is Soul Tribe Heals. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on the web, soultribeheals.com, Facebook, TikTok. And we have classes to teach people how to heal themselves using spirit, herbs. I'm a herbalist. I'm a Caribbean herbalist. I do so many different things, just helping to raise the vibration of humanity, one person at a time. And I met Val. Well, I won't talk about that now. We'll get to that. And so, check us out. Check me out on YouTube, Soul Tribe Heals as well. You can find the videos, testimonials of people who've experienced our healing work here in Mexico and the United States. And you can see everything there.
I love it. I love it. I also see Vera from Canada joining us. And I mean, again, I would love to greet every single one that is here. We are so thankful that you are here today with us. And it is for a reason. So let's find out why. You know, we chose, well, actually, after meditating, I was like, what kind of topic can we give to this life? And it came down healing, healers, happily doing their mission. Because what we want to transmit today, and I want you to know, dear sweet loving followers, that Yaya and I did not like go behind the stage. You say this, I say that. What are we going to talk about? It is just flow, ease, oneness, peace, activation, energy. This is the essence of our relationship. And before we even get to the meat of this, it's the beauty about connecting with the people, because I mean, where to tell our audience how we met, because how in the world we've been friends and sisters now, and we collaborate in this beautiful work of healing.
Right. So one morning, like every morning, I would walk to the market to get my fruits and vegetables, like every other day. And in front of the fruit market is a juice stand, Lupitas. So I'm waiting to get juice and, have my bags and things like that. And I see this soul just walk up and order a juice. And I'm thinking, okay, she's just, ordering juice like everyone else. And then it's like it was a moment of magic. I don't know about you, Val. It was like a moment of magic. And it's like a spark. And you're like, oh, hi, my name is Val. And you told me who you were, and I told you who I was. But one thing I noticed right away is like your light was so bright, and my spirit said, this one, first thing came to my mind, like she's doing the work. She's done the inner work. And that's the first message I got. And I'm like, wow, her energy was so pristine. And when I mean pristine, I don't mean perfect. I meant it was clean. I meant the intentions was so like pure. And I was like, wow. And as a feeler and a medium myself, everything's about energy. And once I met her and I came home, I told my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh, I met this lady. I don't even know. Like, I've never met anybody like that. And like her energy was always somewhere in my field of memory. Like, who is this person? But, she was traveling at the time, so we didn't get a chance to connect. But we always stayed in contact via Facebook, sharing and inspiring each other, and, just contacting. And then when we finally got a chance to meet, it was like, people like this exist in the world. Oh my goodness. She reminds me of a reflection of myself. And it's not common that I see that at the heart level and at the soul level. Mm-hmm. And so that's my rendition. I'm sure she may have a different rendition, but for me, that was my rendition of what had happened.
I'm so thankful for your words, and have touched my spirit in such a way, my love. But see, the thing is that it was mutual. I could see through your soul. Yes. So for the purpose of our listeners and people that are watching this now or later, they're like, what does that even mean? What do you mean? And when you really just full on be present, because I could have been in that juice stand, on my phone, or but we were fully present to the moment, and we let the guards come down. A lot of times in life, a lot of our followers is like, no, people are not nice. You got to protect yourself. Why? You're always so just trustworthy. And when you are in line, and when you're just like living the moment, you're present, and you know that you're taking care. And of course, I mean, we are careful where we walk and whatnot. I mean, you have these, you, meaning you watching us, can have these encounters as often as you want. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was in a reunion of this group of people watching the Super Bowl, and we were like sharing a meal. And I was telling them, your teachers, your spiritual teachers, like, just show up. You don't have to Google them. And right now, what we are sharing as healers, we are still, like all of you, still in our healing process, because healing just doesn't disappear. Like, not because we are healers, and we're really not healers. We're channeling energy, universal energy, through our different modalities of healing that we do. But you watching are capable of doing it the same way too. Is that in the process of our own healing, we have tapped into and put in the works to be able to do this work for others. And you watching this are totally capable of living this path. Mm-hmm. Correct? Yeah. What would you add to those people that are like, oh my gosh, these people are so, beautiful, enlightened. They but how can we entice and motivate people that they can follow their path and become who they really want in any way, shape, or form. And this is a gift that is offered to all. What do you
Yes,
have to say to that?
yes. I love it. I love it. I would say that you have to choose yourself first. And choosing yourself first is also believing in yourself. We are mostly non-physical, although we're led to believe that the flesh and the blood, the hair and the skin is who we are. But when you meditate on that, we are really non-physical and we're all energy. Energy is neither created and destroyed. It's always moved and can change depending on how you want it to change. Then you know you could be anything you want to be. You know you could go anywhere you want to go in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul. We all have this potential to be that healer, or that we all have it. But I'm gonna tell you this: healers don't necessarily live the most clean life. They don't have the best childhood most times. They don't have the best of situations. In fact, I think my personal opinion is those who went through the most stuff, most junk, divorce, excommunication from the family, poverty, homelessness, to me, that's almost like a pre-qualification, a prerequisite. So don't judge your life as, oh, I'm here, I can never be that. Know that that is part of the journey. And when we don't judge ourselves as being this or too much of that, or however it flows, and be open to what spirit has for you, know that you are a divine being. You are an expression of God. Your skin color is an expression of God. How you speak is an expression of God. Embrace all of the God inside of you. Sometimes we have to disconnect from people, places, and things of a lower vibration that no longer serve us, that feed into I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. It may be social media, it may be family, whatever that takes, to kind of minimize that noise, that energetic noise, so you can really, truly get into yourself, really, truly, and sit with your own energy. Then you will start to see God show up in the plants. You see God show up in the taxi driver. You see God show up in the fish, in the bird. And you're like, God is everywhere. So if I'm seeing God outside of me, then I must know that God is inside of me. Yes? And so
Yes,
we
yes.
our lives in an existence that we are God of ourselves, an expression of him, her, however you see. And that helps us to build our spiritual confidence, knowing that we can heal ourselves and help others. And also take note about the times you have healed yourself, because a lot of times we don't give ourselves credit. A lot of times we don't give ourselves credit for pulling ourselves out of depression or not engaging in an argument when we normally would have. These are the micro miracles that happen every single day. When you resist the urge to do maybe low vibrational things, we don't count it as like being a healer, but those things matter. Choosing your peace and your joy, those things matter. And to me, those are the fundamentals of becoming a healer, which is of yourself, which is changing the energy, being the alchemist, the catalyst of your own vibration.
Amen.
And that going to other people.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And as you are feeling how this live is like really rising vibration, please feel free to tag somebody or share this away so they can join now live. It's always good to hear replays, but when you are live, you know, you can also interact with us. So if you have questions, please go ahead and put them in the comments. And also, we always love to know where you are visiting us from. So whether you're hearing this now or later, tell us in the chat where you're visiting from. I really would love that. And I want to talk a little deeper of the beautiful wisdom that you shared, Yaya. I mean, it's definitely a fact that the harder the fall, the higher you rise. Yes. And those death moments, those spiritual deaths that we have in our lives are the key to really get you aligned to the fruit of the rawness of your soul and your spirit, to break free. Yes. From all the freaking pain once and for all, and just throw out and elevate the essence of your heart in ways that you will not cut short, that you give your heart full, as you said, to the plant, to the taxi driver, to you, to everything and everywhere. And speaking of everywhere, I definitely want to share with our viewers that spirituality and connection and healing does not, listen to me, does not have to happen on a massage table, on a perfect platform with fire, or, you know, under a full moon. Because I want to share with you my latest encounter with this beautiful soul, Yaya. And when you don't have it planned and you just show up. I was getting ready to travel back to Mexico City. We were in Merida, in Chichulub, Merida, basically. And she had plans, I had plans, and we just said, let's float, let's float. And then lo and behold, it worked out that we were in the same place, in the same area, and we just sat down at a little restaurant. And I want you all to hear this story because from a normal conversation that we were having, I was called like channeling information to share with her. So, while it was a restaurant that was in an open setting, and it was loud and there was a lot of chaos around, I just pulled my chair next to her. I didn't say, is it okay? Is it a good time? Do you mind? I just took action, and she felt that moment. And I just pulled my chair next to her. Daylight, no, like, just be.
Yeah.
And I sat next to her, and I didn't say, close your eyes. Yeah, get into the mood. Automatically, she closed her eyes, and automatically I closed my eyes and just set a moment of intention for her. And yeah, share that experience, please, with the audience.
I'm going to do a whole video on this, FYI. So Val will have it, she'll post it. Val did, just for showing up. One thing I learned from Val, just show up, yeah. Don't worry about all the, just show up. One thing that happened that time, it was an experience I've never had before. It was an angelic, I felt God herself was sitting next to me. And Val, I didn't get a chance to share with you the things that happened after, but those angels that came, there's some things I had been working through for really all of my life, and some clarity that I needed. And in that moment, I felt like God himself just came down and sat with us at that table. And it was a remembering, when we're talking about healers being healers, it was a remembering of who we are. It's a remembering of what we've come here to do. And when you spoke those words over me and we set that container, there's no words to really express what happened in English terms, but I can tell you that my life and the manifestations after that have been so tremendous, not just in my personal life, but in my business and my clients and my children and my husband. And I came home, my husband's like, well, yeah, what happened? What happened? I'm like, baby, I have no words to describe. And there's been an unfolding of divine wisdom. There's been an unfolding. There's been so many visions and signs. Angels have been coming. Now, I grew up in the church, and I never in my life had such close connection with angelic beings until I met you and until after our time, like 2 weeks ago. The cognitive dissonance, that not accepting things, not accepting my divinity to a certain level, and I see it, but not accept it, all of that was cleared. The angels came and just washed, cleared, fresh, new. And I literally felt like a new person. And I said, what kind of angelic juju Val done put on me at this? I don't know what. But let me tell you something. Everybody needs it. I recommend it to everyone. It was so, there's no words. There's no words. And I was just present for it. People are walking around, they looking. I didn't even know. It didn't matter. But I was there to receive. And what you spoke over my life and what was passed through you, and I thank you for being a vessel, has changed my trajectory. It was the peace I had been looking for that I knew it was there, but I didn't have the flashlight to find exactly where, but I knew it's in the room. You're looking for something, it's in the room somewhere, but you can't really find it. You put a spotlight, bam, there it is. Uriel has been coming to me like every day. And I'm like, Uriel, every day. And I've been getting a new perspective. And sometimes we just need a new perspective to change everything. And I'm just so grateful for your gift. I'm thankful for your obedience. Because, as you help and support me, I take this and push it out through the world. But let me tell you another thing. Val has a wonderful angel activation or morning activation routine on her page. But it should come with a disclaimer, because that thing will turn you up spiritually. Let me tell you, you need to put a disclaimer on that. I'm serious. After the second day of doing it, I went outside. My eyesight was so much clearer. Like, the sun was so bright. I'm wearing my glasses. And then I live in a condo where there's a lot of people sometimes, and they have, gatherings. And I could hear, out of like the 30 people, I can hear each and every conversation of each person. And when I tell you my senses have been like super angelic steroids, actually I did take a break. I took a break. I was like, oh Lord, I wasn't ready for this. I need to drink some more tea. and you just got to be prepared. So I'm gonna tell you right now, it worked. It worked. But just be ready for it when it comes.
Yeah, you have me like I don't know if I should cry or what. Baby, I didn't even know you had all this feedback from everything that has happened.
Tell you how.
Thank you for sharing that. I don't even know what to say. Like my voice is cutting off. Thank you.
You got to be thankful.
Baby, I never thought there was so much that you got out of it. And I do want to tell to our listeners, like this morning activation is actually free to you. And it was called upon heavens for me to share it. All you have to do is go to my website, valalino.com, and then there's a pop-up there. It's only a 10-minute morning activation. And look, I didn't even know this. I would definitely want your feedback on that so people can dive into it. So we will wait for Yaya's testimonial. But imagine if 10 minutes at morning can really activate, transform, and ignite in you what you need to start your day with. And this wasn't something that I looked up in the book or I copied from this. It was just all pulled from source, and I showed up, and lo and behold, this is offered to you. So I'm so thankful, Yaya, because my light is your light is my light. And our job here as healers that we have signed up for and said yes for 24/7, 24 hours a day, that's something we spoke about. There's no disclaimer, but if we actually are igniting and elevating our spirit because we're showing up and doing this work. And likewise, I've learned so much from you, and I will talk about that in a minute. But going back to the scene of this moment of spirit that we lived in a noisy, in the middle of the day, people coming in and out, people singing, people, and we were able to just go in a cocoon, almost like we closed a curtain and just was in this insane vibrational moment that activated everything in you and everything in me. And these are the moments that we want to share with you. It doesn't have to be all planned, squared away, make an appointment, with this person or that person. These moments happen and are accessible to you. And in fact, once we got out of that, we didn't say, okay, stay in silence, don't talk to me. We both just had to embrace that. We kept this deep, deep, deep silence. And then all of a sudden, when we kind of got back into our time and space, there was this other person who just walked in. Hey, do you mind doing a dance for us? We're doing this Bob Marley. So you are able to tap into that moment, and then this moment, and then the following moment. And it's not as square, as fixed, as strict as they tell us. Oh, you have to be angelical. You have to, I like to dress white. I just do like it. And I just been doing it for so long, especially when I do activations and that's much as my thing. But you don't have to do this in the morning, in the night, with fire, under the moon. It's a way of living. It's a vibration. It's an energy. It flows flawlessly, like the water flows into a river. You can't stifle it. Now you can make it come out more once you say yes and connect deeply, selflessly, with just an open heart. And so all these moments, and in fact, Yaya also has, she has this beautiful program where she's working also with an ancestor healing, a Mayan therapist that does, they're called sobadoras. So they really do massage your womb and all of this, like they used to do back in the Mayan times. And then, Yaya combines her abilities with her. So we've both been able to be in a time and place where we've exchanged our time and talent, and we continue to grow it in a beautiful way in service to humanity, and in doing so to us. Because every healing, every encounter, every moment elevates us, connects us, and brings out more of our light as we tap into your light, you that are here, your light, you that we meet you tomorrow, your light that, you know what we mean, right? What do you have to add to that, Yaya?
I love that, what you said. Things don't have to be in a formal way or that I'm praying and things like that. The idea of flow, the idea of surrender, and the life of surrender, allowing things to come through you, so beautiful. And it's effortless and it's stressless. All you have to do is just be. Be. You know, you don't have to keep doing. That's sometimes it's so tiresome. So you got to do the work. Ask questions. You know, work, and you know, really meant that like doing something, but that being in that flow, which just allow that presence, that spirit, just do what it has to do in our lives each and every day. And so that has been another key, and I share that with everyone. For all of us overthinkers and all of us, you know, overdoers, that concept of flow is one of the things that open up so many miraculous things for me, for the work. And I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful for just the ability to be. And just know you have the ability to be. You don't have to be doing something. You don't have to be over here doing that. If you be, and everything that you are will be attracted to you. Every experience that you need, every blessing, every miracle will find you just being. So I encourage everyone listening now and later, just enjoy your being. Enjoy your moment.
That's beautiful.
Enjoy your breath.
Love that. Absolutely. Enjoy the moment. And you got a little bit cut off, but we still got some in and out. It's okay. Now your image is back. All of a sudden you got blurry. Perhaps you were just feeling, you know, the light through it. Got the energy got too high. But now you're back in presence in your beautiful self. And I believe your voice as well. Usually these lives, we try to not go over 30 minutes or so, and we just wanted to come out here and share with you, our audience, our loving audience. And of course, we encourage you to continue to follow our work here, and also at Soul Tribe Heals with Yaya, to experience the beauty of the essence of the light that she brings into this planet, and the work that I am called upon to do, with the understanding that what we are doing now might be totally different than we might be doing 3 seconds afterwards, because that's part of the teachings that we want to come live and share with you. Please, loved ones, do not box yourself in an interesting point of view of who you think you are, or people, you know, tell you. I love everything that Yaya said at the beginning, and I'm blessed to hear a lot of this. I always root myself and just know that it's not me, it's a channel, and that I am open to learning a new practice to continue the process of evolution of self, knowing and owning that the universe has my back and will guide us fully in the direction that we must be shifting, changing, and activating our own essence and presence. That you, loved ones that are watching this, do not cage yourself. Listen to me, please don't cage yourself in what in your interesting point of view, have to only be teaching this, or people tell you, you know, what is your target audience? What is it? But what are you specializing in? And while all that is nice and beauty, listen, my loves, you cannot cage yourself. And if you are called upon to share a uniqueness of you tomorrow, and you feel like you can't because your business cards doesn't have that little thing, or you are not called upon because you're not a specialist, please disregard that. What do you have to add with that? Yeah.
I agree. And just remember, the universe is wise and compassionate, right? The universe has a trillion different ways to do one thing. While our infinite mind will say, oh, it has to be done this way, or it has to be done that way. Remember, those are limitations, but the universe knows no limitations. The universe has infinite ways of doing just one thing. Our job is to mind our business, which is whatever the universe tells us to do, and just to do it, and allow the universe to open the doors or opportunities, to provide the money, the people, the places, and the things to make it happen. So I encourage you, in a loving way, mind your business. Stay focused on what gives you joy. Stay focused on what you love to do, and just do it. And the universe is responsible to making sure they coordinate the people, places, the thing, the money, the transportation to make it happen. Your job is to stay in your joy, your peace, your happiness. Stay in alignment with your energy. Get rid of the things that no longer serve you. Embrace the things that love and support you, and mind your business in a positive way, and let the universe take care of the rest. This is the way you can live in ease, in grace, and in flow, and just be. I promise you, you use this formula, your life will be easy. Not saying it's easy, but the formula is easy.
I love it. It is simple. It is where we lose the simplicity is when we just think too much. Just freaking enjoy it. Enjoy it. Because, you know, we have for granted the moments of joy and we must tap into it. And I feel in spirit right now, Yaya, for us to really wrap this up. What happens to those situations where we're feeling the joy and we're like wanting to, you know, live a new moment and share our light and our love, but yet, you know, the family member comes, the friend comes and says that doesn't make any sense. So I mean, there people are going to think you're crazy. I mean, you're going to die of hunger. That doesn't even pay you well. What do you have to say to those people that come to be kind and loving and try to help us? Really, at the time, in their own
Right.
interesting point of view, they are really trying to help us. But for those that don't have their path too clear, what do we have to say when these people come about?
I love it. I say do it anyway. I say do it and let the universe show them. I say you mind your business and do it and let the evidence speak for itself and you don't have to explain. I say be happy. I say ask the angels and the guides for support and joy and encouragement to continue to stay on your journey, and your works and your light will show them that this works. And it's not for you to prove. And just remember, they're in your life for a reason. So maybe there's some things in you that you may need to work on. Maybe your confidence, maybe your focus. So they're doing you a favor. Universe, what is this auntie here to tell me? Universe, what is my mother wounds here to tell me? I also talk a lot about mother wounds as well. What are they here to teach me? Learn the lesson. Okay, I need more confidence. Okay, I need to be more focused. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get to the work and let's shine. That's it.
Let's shine. I love it. I love it. It's about shining. And this joy that we have here right now, it's not just performed because we're in a life. This is our the type of beings that we are in whether we don't have, we have a clarity. It's just tapping into joy, my love. So we are so thankful that you came aboard to hear this life. Should this be a contribution to you, share the love and light. Remember, Soul Tribe Heals in Instagram, Val Alino, Coach Val Alino on YouTube as well. We got hacked lately, so it's a brand new YouTube. And remember the morning activation on valalino.com. It's free to you, and you can hear back if you are just joining us. Thank you so much for those that are joining us now. I'm sorry we're at the end. Please replay and go back and connect with this live because it has been absolutely phenomenal. My love, my sister, I hug you. I bless you. I command you to keep expanding your love and light to everyone near and far. And until next time, sweetheart, I hold a place of gratitude to you, our viewers, to you, my sweet Yaya. Love, namaste, peace and love to everyone. Thank you. Until next time.
Bye-bye.